Lupe Fiasco, one of my favorite artists of all time. Testo and Youth, one of my favorite albums of all time. Food and Liquor 2 was really dope too. I have like him, Kendrick, and J. Cole, like only artists I really buy albums from. Everybody else I kind of just stream and listen to on the outs. But Lupe, being Lupe, he's a lyrical genius. He's a problem, and I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves in hip hop and his influence. That that skate man. I remember him coming out with the push. What was it? Kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, knockouts. That Lupe, like that's when Lupe came in and he was the Food and Liquor. I mean, he has some joints. He has some really hot joints out there, man. I really enjoy his music and his, again, that Tessa and Youth. Even the spring, like I have that spring, even the instrumental, the spring on just on my alarm, just the music, the instrumental, the way that just kind of just kicks in and just, oh man, the song he did, Proceed to the Next Level. I don't know if that's the song title, but that joint was a banger. He just has a lot of music out there, and he's done a lot in hip hop. And like I said, he doesn't get the respect that he deserves, but today he will. And Samurai is his newest joint that he just came out with, and we gonna dissect this, break this down. You already know what we here for. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really name. Very beautifully, very alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really name. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. So alive. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it. Someone alongside it. A long silence. Strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein, the gang violence meets the gang's demise and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she really.
Okay. We gotta. It's a lot, right? Lupe isn't. You know what I'm saying? He's not for the weak of heart. He's a rapper. He does this. Like even when he's not trying, he still is. He was that lyrical. Like that flow is so nice, and just the delivery and the flow is just super unique to him. And I think he does such a great job of using his voice as the way he kind of use it is like yeah, he uses it as an instrument, but he knows how to stop, go, when to pick up, when to kind of come at a higher pitch, at a lower pitch. Shout out to Chicago, by the way. You know, he's Chicago all the way. We're gonna go to that first verse, man. I gotta just break it down for you. He said, "Big eye looking like skies and binoculars, two nights live, singing the opera house, but not in it. Just by it. Someone alongside it, along silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids to blind men." Like, it's just this guy is just a next level lyricist. Like, he's just a next level, and it's so smooth, and you don't catch everything on the first listen, but you know it was good. Like, it just save assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. And in the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demise, and it bangs. Like, again, Lupe is like that. Like, I know we give Kendrick Lamar a lot of roses, as we should. He's a great artist and one of the best. You know, he's a Pulitzer Prize winner, one of the best minds in hip hop that we had in generations. But I feel like Lupe is in that same regard. To me, he's in that same regard. I just don't think he gets the love and the same adoration. Just for whatever reason. I don't know what it is that we don't. I don't want to say respect, but like I feel him, man. Like when he comes out with his shit, and people aren't like we need to celebrate Lupe, like especially for Chicago rap. Like I was saying, like there's a lot of great artists out of Chicago, and he's top tier with the best of them. He doesn't get respect. Rides like wings on the plane, plus a pilot who can fly it into the eye of the hurricane. Iris, eye, style it, same shoes, different sizes. Wear evidence of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats. Wear the bow ties post, like a tuxedo, like the bow tie with the they would Italian mafia, right? They call a bow tie. They pull your tongue out through your throat, some wild shit like that. Absolutely nuts. But still, just like that, is unsuspecting. But he's a killer for real. Like he's really like that. Lupe's really like that. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell and spoke jokes as they approach, which she'd never be inside, but she hopes. That's a bar right there, right? That's just he went and hit you with a whole different like class. He's talking about class and and being and how they are, joking on this lady on the lower class. I'm assuming, and she's like, she's not inside, she's on the outside, being the butt of it. Again, just depth. Again, depth, substance, something that you never have to ask for Lupe because he's always going to give it to you, no matter how. Whether it's a bop, more melodic, more of a single, it doesn't matter. He's going to give you that quality that he's known for. And this just a showcase of it. Let's get back into it.
Very beautifully, very beautifully. Little battle rise for you. Little battle ride, little battle ride. Really need, really need. Very beautifully, a little read. What's up? Little battle rise for you. Come on through the unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized. Just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laugh for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep.
Again, bruh. I can't. And again, when it comes to Lupe, I will admit he is an acquired taste. Either you really like Lupe or you just not digging it. For me, I've always loved and enjoyed Lupe's music just because it's hip hop in its purest form, right? It's unadulterated hip hop, and he did it his way. When he first came in, man, people weren't like, folks weren't talking about skateboarding. Black folks weren't talking about skateboarding and doing stuff. Like he's so like his influence is he brought that world and melded it together in such a way where we all accepted it, like the kick, push, kick, and then him just evolving into the food and liquor, and then I forget what his other IP was that was super popular back in the day, and then he just kind of fell into his grown man-ish and just did what he wanted to do and got to his samurai, his very like Eastern approach. Like it's just a very, very different approach that he had with it, but he's very methodical, and this is where he is as an artist. And I wish he got more of a push, but I'm here to do that. I'm here to push great music, and this is great music, man. Go support Lupe. He's a dope artist, man. We got to give him his credit, and like you just can't just overstate that because it's not out there enough. So I'm not even gonna go over the verses because that was nuts. That was enough. The second verse was nuts. I like the first verse better, but the second verse was nuts. But let's go into this last verse, or I think that's the outro, really. And I like the hook. The hook is tight. Again, this is a nice chill Lupe, but he can get like this is like you'll listen to this 2, 3 more, 4, 5 more times, and you'll get something new out of it every single time. So let's go ahead and finish this out.
You know what I'm saying? Very beautifully, very beautifully. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap for you. Really need. Very beautifully, very beautifully. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. like to welcome everybody out. Yeah. To the samurai, to the samurai,
All right, that's the end of it. That Nishikawa shirt he was wearing. Lupe is a very intelligent dude. He's very, very smart, and he really has a very high regard for the culture, Japanese culture. Gaming in general. Like if you know Lupe, you know he's just into that like deeply. But it's not in like an appropriated way, but with real respect and real regard to that craft. He doesn't just throw things around loosely just to put something out there. It's always an essence of what he believes in and the values that he attributes to himself and where he's at as an artist. And he's a samurai. He really is a samurai. If Kung Fu Kenny is Kung Fu Kenny, Lupe is a samurai. Like he cuts up, and he's not a game. And he's super focused, and he's just, again, high intellect individual, super lyrical, very much very has a lot of substance. Who makes great music. Like I said, either you gonna dig it or you not. But ultimately, he is to me hip hop in its purest form, and there's no denying this man and what he's done for the craft and with the just hip hop and drum. You can't. I'll put it this way: you cannot tell the story of hip hop without Lupe Fiasco. Now, some people are like, oh, I can skip the chapters, but ultimately, if you want to get the full blown like effect of what his imprint and his impact is, you can't undermine it, and you can't tell that story without him. And that's where I'll leave it, man, because his work speaks for itself. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco, brother. I appreciate your music. Keep doing you, man. I support it. Like I said, that Test on Youth was my favorite Lupe album. And I had the Food and Liquor 2, which I loved. And then I think it was the Dreamers one. It wasn't Dreamers. What was that other album that he made? Lupe albums. The Cool was one of his dopest ones. He really got a lot of love for the Cool. Lasers was probably his most popular joint. Food and Liquor might be his most popular one. Test on Youth was my favorite. I miss drill music. I miss Droga's Wave. Test on Youth was 2015. Dang. Food and Liquor 2 Food and Liquor 2 was the one that I binged, and Test on Youth were like my jams. Like that's where the peak Lupe was for me. But yeah, I miss Droga's Wave. I miss drill music, and I'm gonna go back and re-listen to some of those. But either way, man, Lupe's a dope artist. Go check him out. Listen to his music. The link of the and then, guys, something I always undermine in these, and I apologize to you now. But go to my description. I leave timestamps. I'll leave the link to the original video. I have different, my links to all my social medias. You should check out if you haven't done so already. Right? Appreciate you. Everything that you need information wise is always going to be in my description. I do put a lot of information in the description. So without overdoing it, not if you don't know, now you know. Okay. So with that being said, man, shout out to Lupe Fiasco. Shout out to Chicago. My dad is born and raised, so I always got a special place in my heart for Chicago. And yeah, man, we're gonna continue with this episode. We're gonna move into some Kendrick Lamar animated stuff that's come out in his last few weeks with the Not Like Us and a bunch of different things that are anime related, which are pretty dope. But with that, this was a dope video. If you have anything other Lupe stuff you want me to react to, put it in the comment section below. Obviously, follow me on all social medias, and then let me know what you want to see next on this channel, and I'll make sure to get that to you. Check out all my live streams. I live stream every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, Saturday, Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, man, we're going to keep rocking and rolling, and I'll see you on the next one. And remember, love, live, laugh, enjoy today, because tomorrow's a promise. Until next time, my friends. Peace.